and today we're going to be looking at the robots of April. These are robots I have built over April. They are either own models, replicas, or anything in between, really. So, you've got, say, 3 categories maybe. Obviously, my own models and replicas of BattleBots and Robot Wars and fan-made series. We'll get to that in a minute. But first we're going to start off with my own machines that I have made. So, first one we have, first thing, these ones do not have names. So, write them down in the comments down below if I can figure out how to put them on again. Now, first one here is an xbot. It's a Lego. It's just a Lego xbot with the Robot Wars pinball hammer swing. Came in the Pussycat set as the hammer. Now this is much sort of replicating sort of the way the blacksmith toy comes around and goes around. Obviously, does its damage or whatever. And yeah, that's just it from number 1 really. Just it, and we're going to weigh them as well with my scale. My scale here. As you can see, 68 grams. And that's it for bot number 1. Number 2 is a random robot, which I don't really know why or how I've done this. So we've got an axe here at the front, and 2 little lifty sort of clampy bits at the back, sort of thing. And axe and a sort of wedged body. Yep, that's basically it. And for that one, number 3, again, no name, it's just a lifter. That's all you need to know. Just it, really. Then we have number 4, which is some sort of a house robot. I'd like to keep in mind sort of a an arena cleaner sort of thing, is the way like the other ones were, which shove and I think bulldoze. This one's basically to go around with its low ground clearance and clean up the mess that's been made by other robots. Then we get to some sort of resemblance to a model. Here we have a Ripper. It seems like a robot from Team Ironclads. Obviously it's a flipper. It's a massively heavy flipper, which will be shown in a minute right now actually. This one is really heavy, so this one weighs 195 grams, as you can see there. Well, it says so on the table better. 195 there. That's Ripper basically. Obviously it has its little sort of leash to sort of keep the flipper from going too far back. 3 batteries on the top and a lot of batteries actually inside the thing, covered in tape because why not? Moving on to the next one, we have a Connex, our first Connex robot of the bunch. Now this one is a drum spinner obviously, with 4 little wheels on the side, one on each side. Yeah, and just the drum spinner in the middle. Will obviously be tested on Chaos too. Now obviously as it's Connex it doesn't really do that much damage, as it's just a piece of plastic, a weak piece of plastic to add to that as well. Nothing really to be done to that. Yep, that's our bit, our drum spinner. Now we come on to the replicas. Now these are very big replicas. These are all BattleBots replicas. The 3 of them are BattleBots replicas. Number 1 of the 3 we have Huge. Now if you are in any of the Discords, a little link to my last video, you would have already seen it. Now obviously as it's huge, it has its bar in the middle, its googly eyes, massive wheels, and big inaccurate stabilising bar at the back. And obviously, as it's huge, it's not going to fit on my scale. So that's basically all I can tell you for huge. This one took longer than I'd like to admit for its simplistic looking design. Yeah, that's the one out of 3 of our BattleBots replicas. And then our second one we have is Mammoth. Mammoth, just a spinner really. That's all it is. Big spinner, bigger wheels sort of thing. I was originally gonna make Nightmare or another one, but it just turned out into Mammoth, so that's what we're gonna stick with. Now Mammoth, I do believe will fit on my scale if I put it on properly, like that. There you go. Is 92 grams, if you can't see that. 92 grams for Mr. Mammoth. Then our third and final one we have, which is a bit of a weird one, it's tentamushi. Tentamushi, obviously, has this little saw at the back that can come forward if I want to use that as the inside chewer. Obviously, it's tentamushi or Mega Tento, whichever one, which obviously made its appearance in Series 3 of Robot Wars with the middleweight sort of rumble they had for no reason in the middle of the series. Yeah, that is tentamushi for our sort of replicas sort of things. And obviously, as it's a grabber, it'll grab onto Chaos 2 and sort of control him down towards whatever, like the pit or something. Chuck him down. So, and now we move on to our sort of live event Robot Wars and sort of fan-made series sort of robots. So first, this one's from I think Extreme Robots, and we'll be competing in World of Woodrow's challenge over on his Discord, which will be linked in the description. Now this is Manta. Manta obviously is a flipper from Team Aftershock, Team Shock, one of their many robots. See, it's a flipper, which is made out of a Robot Wars pit stop kit. It's actually the front of a Matilda. You used to have like a spinner in the middle there, and it would be sat on the front of Matilda as an extra you could have. But as for Manta, yeah, it's got its little inside sort of extendy bit, whatever. Basically just a blue build your own bot bit. Obviously, it's able to flip. So we're going to use sort of like a sort of this one here to prove it. Again, no name because we need them to be named in the comments. And yeah, it's just flips them up and over. That's better. We even got its little details on the bottom with its wheels and caster at the front. Yeah, so that's Manta for you. Moving on, we have Storm 3. Storm 3, obviously, as a front hinge flipper. I don't think we ever saw Storm 3 actually in the series, but this is my reincarnation of like Storm 2, which will be retired next series when I do my next series. Obviously, Combat Carnage 2. Now, Storm 3 obviously has its 3 Storm 3 on the side and on this side, and on the top has a 3 as well. So on the bottom it's uncoloured and it's got some makeshift wheels there. And I'm going to put it on our scale here, and it weighs 55 grams exactly, which is pretty good for a front hinge flipper. So for that one. And moving on to the next connex kit, which is from Robot Wars, the most well-known robot, Casius. Casius is obviously from Robot Wars, it won't be from anything else, obviously with its front hinge flipper here at the start. It's just falling apart now, isn't it? Yeah, it's just a front hinge flipper. It's Casius. Massive Casius, to be fair, with its little piston at the back to keep it from wheeling or whatever. Yeah, obviously, as it connects, it might be quite light, might be quite heavy. And as you can see here, it is 114 grams, which is pretty good for a Connex kit. Now, moving on to the fan-made robots reincarnations, we are going to start off with Disco Inferno. Yeah, Disco Inferno from MLU4 series. Obviously it has the blade, the spinny blade. Obviously, very nice robot. Obviously from the kit, stock kit. Obviously has a angled bit in there as well. Its wheels as well and its back bit. Obviously, as it's copied directly from MLU4 series, I will leave a link to their channel down below in the description. Please do check them out. Obviously, as it's a stock kit, spinner is quite effective against, well, anything when the blade is spun up fast enough, as long as it doesn't come off like it usually does. It'll sort of do damage. Not like that, but actually damaging. So yeah, that's our other robot, and it is going to weigh. Disco Inferno here is it's what's that? 14 or 17 grams. I can't tell. No, it's 74 grams. 74 grams. I really thought it said 14 grams then. Yeah, and for our final robot of this month, from MLU4 series again, as we just covered Disco Inferno, we have Revolutionist. Obviously, I've just been on a rage of his robots. So yeah, it's exactly like his in the series. If you haven't watched it, I do urge you to go and watch it, because it's a great series on YouTube. Definitely go watch as well. And yeah, that's basically our robots. So obviously we're gonna see how much this one weighs. And Revolutionist weighs 77 grams, so not far off of Disco Inferno's weight, which is obviously 74, as we saw earlier. And as that is the end of our video, it was a bit quicker than last time. That's just some complaints I got from nowhere. So yeah, I just made this one a bit faster. If you don't understand anything, go to the Discords that will be linked down below as well. There will be, well, my Discord, the Carnage Discord, and World of Witcher's Discord. Also down there, check out the channels you find below where these two have come from, and some other great channels as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.